Let's move on to the big man. Who's a better big man right now? Joel Embiid or Nikola Jokic?
Ooh. I wouldn't have said this 6 months ago, but I will say it now.
You're going to say Joel Embiid?
I would say Joel Embiid is a better player now. He's having a better season. He took a step. This year, there is an improvement on decision making, when to shoot the three, when to post up, how much to post up. That was his only flaw. He just didn't know when to do stuff.
All right, we've got some legacy teams. Since you say you're older than me, you've seen two of these teams in their heyday as well. 95-96 Bulls versus 2016-2017 Warriors.
I would say the Chicago Bulls.
Okay.
Because defensively, they're able to guard the three-point line on all of those positions. Not because they're able to shoot it better. They can defend and switch and guard the three-point line in the present-day era.
Let's go to who is better with the point guards of today's NBA, Luka Doncic or Trae Young, because I know Trae Young has worked with you with the Jet Academy.
Trae Young with the Jet Academy, man, is probably having his best year ever, because he's really understanding how to get others involved and still be a great scorer. The difference what makes Luka probably more advanced, I wouldn't even say better, but more advanced, is his ability to rebound. Because even when Luka isn't having a great game, offensively scoring, he's still able to get defensive and offensive rebounds. So that elevates him. He doesn't have to depend on the ball going in the basket to dominate the game.
Last time we talked, we were in LA, we were shooting some hoops, and we were talking about Jet Academy. How did that go?
Jet Academy is going, still going, and resurging and doing more now. We have over 6,000 members.
Wow. All right, for those of you who haven't seen our interview in the past, what is the Jet Academy?
Well, the jetacademy.com, you go to it, and it's a virtual training session with today's greatest players. We have a new group of guys coming in. We got C.J. McCollum. We got Draymond Green, Nasir Little. We have Kobe White. So you get to work out side by side with these guys, including myself. I host most of the days. And you work out side by side. You can't let this pandemic, or even after the pandemic, not get tutelage from the greatest players in the world.
Are there any new features that we should be excited about?
Yes. We're going to now have a dashboard where we can interact like this. So instead of just texting or digital, we're going to be video. So video, you talk side by side. You'll be able to upload your video. You can actually show what you've done. You can talk to people. We're gonna have a conversation. Who's the best shooter? Why you think it is? Kenny, you're wrong. It's not Larry Bird. It's Steph Curry. You're just old. You just want to have those old guys in. But all of these conversations, and I'll go back at you live. And I think that's the feature. I think that creates a community that we just keep coming into. That you can just keep coming into. That will just expand. And we'll have a lot of fun with it.
Well, it sounds like so much fun. I want to sign up.
All you have to do is go to thejetacademy.com. You sign up annually. We give away basketballs, headphones when you sign up. So you'll be ready. There's no excuses. It works on any device, anywhere. All you need is Wi-Fi service or cell service, and you just come on and you get better. Don't be a scrub. That's our motto for 2021. Don't be a scrub.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV. I'm so excited for the Jet Academy once again, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Can't wait. Mocap suit. Can't wait to wear my mocap suit. Getting in shape with my mocap.
All right. Thanks, Kenny.
Thanks.
And now let's check to see if 2K is in line with Kenny's takes.
All right. Curry's overall 2K rating is a 95, and Larry Bird is a whopping 98. I can't believe it. I think Kenny's doing the ratings.
Man, 98. But again, Larry Bird, one of the greatest shooters to ever play the game. And remember, Steph Curry is still playing. He ain't done yet.
That's true. All right, let's move on to the next one. Embiid versus Jokic. Who are you taking? Because I think I know who 2K is taking.
I have to go with Jokic. But to be honest, I love Embiid's game because these two are bringing back the bigs into the NBA, and I love that.
2K has Embiid as a 93 and Jokic as a 94. So just 1 point difference, but it's still going to Jokic.
Well, you know what the best part is? The debate keeps going. The ratings will fluctuate because these players are still active, and as you know, they could go up or down. So let's keep the conversation going on social at NBA2K_2KTV. What do you think about these ratings? Agree with Kenny Smith? Agree with 2K? Let us know.
You're a scrub. What have you been doing the last couple of months to get better? Join Jet Academy, the virtual training session where you go live, side by side with today's All-Stars. Sign up now at thejetacademy.com.
You know what the best moments in 2K are? The game's on the line, you inbound the ball, and you hit that game winner, and that crowd goes crazy.
Thank you guys for sending in all of your best buzzer beater plays.
Now, you get to vote on who did it best.
Time for your top buzzer beaters brought to you by TISO. This is your time.
3, 2, 1. Sound effect. It's Buzzer Beater Theater this week. Our first top play is from Levi Fields 15 in my team. Game is tied with 2.7 on the clock. Boris Dia intercepts the inbound, long heave from the paint, drains the game winner. Our next clip is from Shemelo in the wreck. A green 3 from Team Green leaves 1.6 on the game clock. Timeout taken. Team Red finds room on the perimeter and answers back with a lightly contested 3 to ice the game. Next is Jonathan Spida 2 in my career. First game of the playoffs, and the overtime pressure is on. Two defenders closing out, but the hometown hero is born with a greened game winner, sending the fans home happy. Our last clutch moment comes from the wreck with KLA 1324. Drawing the defender, creating space, and reversing the layup, all in 3 seconds. Way to show that IQ, skill, and finesse. Vote now for your favorite TISO buzzer beater. Hey, and don't forget that you can submit your top plays to social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. TISO, the official watch of the NBA, invites you to participate in their buzzer beater sweepstake. Every time a buzzer beater happens, you have a chance to win exciting prizes. Sign up now at TISOWatches.com. I'm the 2K MC getting out of here before the clock runs out.
The final day to qualify for the My Team Unlimited tournament is tomorrow, February 6th. So get out there and compete. This week we caught up with Defense to Offense, who shared his My Team knowledge with all of you, his strategies, and much more. Take a listen. Today we are joined by another qualifier for the My Team Unlimited $250,000 tournament, Defense to Offense, aka B2O. Welcome to 2KTV.
Thank you for having me.
You've had a lot of experience playing 2K before, and you've even competed in other tournaments. How confident are you going into this My Team Unlimited tournament?
I'm very confident. I'm very comfortable. I think that when the pressure's on, I will rise. I've talked to Skip. He's given me tons of great advice, so I think that headed into the tournament, I'm very prepared for the moment.
Now, you were at the first ever My Team Unlimited tournament when Skip won, who's also back in this tournament. How does it feel to watch that and be in that moment, and then also be participating in this year's tournament?
I've always dreamt of playing in these type of moments, in these type of tournaments, and to see that this is real. Like, this is a person I know. This is like family to me, and I'm watching him win and change his life. And now I'm in a position where I can do the same. It's very exciting. Very exciting.
Have you exchanged any trash talk words, or is it more supportive?
It's more supportive, actually. That's my guy. Like, outside of 2K, that's my guy. We talk all the time, almost every day. So it's not really a trash talking. It's more so motivating. That's really more so what our dynamic is.
Did you guys go way back, like meet via 2K or outside of 2K?
We met in person for a 2K tournament. So Cavs Legion, they had a tournament when the 2K League was starting. I'd flown out there. I got second place in the tournament, and I met him there. And then I had qualified for a tournament to go to Detroit, and he's from Detroit, so I met him, and that was about 4 years ago. So
hypothetically, though, you could end up facing each other. So what would that feel like?
It'd be bittersweet. It'd be bittersweet because one of us has to go ultimately, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure there's an understanding that whoever wins, the other person would be wishing them luck regardless.
So you know Skip's game. Have you been scouting any of the other qualified players that are going to be competing in this tournament?
I drop in streams just a little bit. I've been scouting a little bit of Ty Debo. Obviously, he's one of the favorites to win. I think throughout the community, he's a well-respected guy. Aside from that, I know Smokehouse, another qualifier, personally. So I've played with him and against him, so I've scouted him a little bit too.
I love it. All right, so you're my team. What's it constructed like? What's your lineup looking like?
Right now, I got Dwayne Wade at the 1. I just got Tracy McGrady 2 days ago. I have Jimmy Butler at the 3, LeBron at the 4, and Anthony Davis at the 5.
Nice. All right, so what kind of offense are you running? What's your strategy on offense?
More so pick and roll. I think that's kind of the meta this year. A lot of pick and roll. Pick and pop. Like, my defense is my offense. That's why my name is D2O. The past few years I've been playing against Skip. He's always told me, like, man, your defense is good. Your defense is good. You got to work on your offense. Like, why work on my offense when I can just work on my defense? So I'll turn my defense into offense. So that's really what my offense looks like, is turning turnovers into points.
So what's that defense looking like to create these turnovers?
It's chaotic. There's a lot of rotating, a lot of bait where somebody looks like they're open, but I'm rotating somewhere else. But, it's pretty chaotic. It's hard to explain. You'll just see when tournament time comes, you'll see exactly what I mean by chaotic.
I get frustrated when there's chaotic defenses out there when I'm out there playing. When it comes down to your favorite card in my team, is there one that stands out that you really enjoy using, especially on a competitive level?
The beginning of the season, there were specific cards, but now there's so many to choose from. I'd say Galaxy over Anthony Davis because he can do everything. He's a great defender. He can shoot. He can finish. He's just all around. I think right now he's the best big in the game.
All right, I always love asking this question of people that play some really highly competitive my team. Is there an underrated card out there for maybe players that are looking to compete in my team?
Underrated card. Depends on your budget. If you can get like Eddie Jones, like, it's really more so the badges. Like Hall of Fame clamps is important. Hall of Fame range extender and Showtime, those are important. So I'd say Rudy Fernandez. I like Pink Diamond Giannis. He's not really an underrated card, but he's undervalued now that all these other cards have came out. But Eddie Jones is definitely a snack.
All right, so you're heading into the tournament. A lot is on the line. Have you thought about what you do if you won it all with that prize money?
I'm a very humble dude. I have a daughter. One, I'd probably set her up a college fund or something to where when she's old enough to decide if she wants to start a business or go to college, she'll have a fund ready for her. I trade in the stock market, so a good amount. I would buy a lot of shares of various up-and-coming tech companies. I pay off my brother and sisters and my mom and dad's debts. Not a lot because they handle their own, but just giving them a fresh start and breath of fresh air would be important for me. But more so, I'd save a lot of money and invest in real estate and the stock market.
That's beautiful, man. Taking care of family is what it's all about. So have you had any words of advice from family? Have you talked to them about it?
Yeah, I was just talking to my dad today. He was telling me, yeah, what's your strong suit? I told him defense, and he was like, well, if your offense is a weakness of yours, you should turn that into a strength before a tournament comes. So for the next like maybe 3 weeks, I'll be focusing on getting my offense together because I know I can rely on my defense. He's really the reason I play video games, so I'm going to listen to what he says.
There it is. All right, last question for you. Is there anything you want to tell the fans or anything?
I'm dedicating this tournament to my daughter, Johnny Lynn Flowers, and I'm dedicating it to my fiance, Janelle Reddy. I think that this can change our lives, and those are the two most important people in the world to me.
I know the whole world's going to be watching, and I'm looking forward to that potential matchup with Skip. That should be fun.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, best of luck in the My Team tournament. Thanks.
Trae Young has partnered with 2K TV and Uninterrupted to speak about important issues.
And in this next segment, he wrote an open letter to inspire you, the 2K community. Listen up.
Dear underdogs, keep believing in yourself, even if no one else does. Drown out the noise from the haters, the doubters, the naysayers, the so-called experts. Brush aside all the people who tell you why you can't. Can't because you're too small, too slow, too big, too weak, too whatever. When I was heading into the NBA, all I heard was why I wasn't gonna make it. That I was too small to be a starting point guard, too small to be a top 5 draft pick, too small to make a real difference on the court. Every day I use that doubt as fuel to prove all the doubters wrong. I'm calling on you to do the same. That's right, I'm talking to all you underdogs out there, and this goes beyond sports. It extends to all of us fighting for social justice reform.
On the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. As Giannis Antetokounmpo celebrated his first Most Valuable Player award with the fans back in 2019, he said, after this day, don't call me the MVP until I win it again next year. Well, guys, those words have proven prophetic as he went on to win the 2020 Maurice Podoloff MVP trophy. Kevin?
And David, he is just getting started. Great stuff. Thanks as always. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for Cleveland, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Taurean Prince is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Okoro in at the 3. So the Bucks win the tip. Passes it to DiVincenzo. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo up high to stop the alley-oop.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, That's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
At the elbow, it's Okoro. Kicks to Garland. Prince trying to free himself up. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist from Okoro.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Holiday, here we go. That one good for 2.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
Stood on the wing. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And that one's good. Drummond
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Holiday surveying the floor. Middleton right side with the fadeaway. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all 3 looks.
Now, here's Garland, guarded by Holiday. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Now, here is Holiday, following the miss by Giannis.
Now, they can't miss 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Garland with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And it's sent back by Lopez.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
Here's Drummond. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Middleton, and he really played well against Denver. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Look, they're not going to play a perfect game, but so far they are 5 of 5, and the D has to be concerned.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season, but in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
And he knocks down the first one.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. The one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
All free throws good from Drew Holiday.
Oh my God, I just got that.
Here's Garland. 17 points in his last outing. Now the pass to Drummond. Sexton on the wing. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
When you get physical like that, I don't think Sexton minds it all that much, able to play through it.
Outside, out of the Kumbo. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, just 5 on the clock. And the double up out of Kumbo. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Pass to Okoro. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Drew Holiday. Bucks leading by 4. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Well, we should all take a holiday like that there. Get some speed under the rim, driving inside, and really taking off for the jam.
Garland the pass to Okoro. To the left side wing. Here's Drummond, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Brook Lopez.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick, a shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line, very low numbers. Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
And he's good on the second.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Pass to Middleton. Loads it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Sexton up top. Antetokounmpo defending. Sexton against DiVincenzo. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Well, he's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
Sexton on the wing. Ball's not loose. DiVincenzo with it. Garland picks him up. Here's DiVincenzo. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Here's Holiday after the made shot from Andre Drummond. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. The 19-foot shot. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul.
And Garland does a good job there getting the shot up into the air while he's being fouled.
Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
And the first one drops.
And well, Garland, the 5th overall pick back in 2019, had a slow start to his career, But around the midway point, he really started to take off.
And you wonder, Greg, in that rookie campaign, if that's a bit of somebody realizing the length of an NBA season. And maybe he made a bit of an adjustment in his body. Now in his second year, we can see some of the fruits of his labor in the offseason and him developing.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Back to Middleton, to the paint. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got 5 now.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cavaliers. 9-point game. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Toughness there shown by Colin Sexton. No stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
Outside Holiday. And to the Kumbo inside. Guarded by Prince. Here's DiVincenzo. That's tipped.
Such a good defender, Torian Prince. Physical, good lateral movement, and has the tools there to snuff out a shot.
Okoro shot is off. Bucks leading by 7. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Inside, and it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. And let's see the leading 3-point teams in the NBA. In the 3rd spot, the Bucks.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Cavaliers are gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter.
Timeout.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Start it.
He's checked in for the Cavaliers.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Holiday. Averaging about 16 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Garland, the pass to Drummond. Fires it up. Second shot opportunity. Great D that time for Middleton.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Cavaliers with the rebound. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here is Garland. He has 5. Passes it to Osman. 5 to shoot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Giannis against Prince. Giannis outside. Here's Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Osman, the pass to Drummond, and he banks in the layup. Now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here is Holiday. 8 points for him. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Here's Osman. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, averages nearly 12 points a game. Bucks leading by 3. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Defended by Sexton. To stop the drought, and Giannis will weigh it in. Giannis has got 10 points.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Middleton against Sexton. .16 left in the first quarter.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Jared Allen's checked in for Andre Drummond. So it's the Bucks now, leading by 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And let's take a look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's numbers. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 7th in rebounding, 9th in blocks, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. And he makes the first.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
All free throws good from Drew Holiday.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Sexton. That shot, no good. Giannis with some nice D. And Giannis throws it down.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
Garland kicks to Prince. Sexton on the wing, defended by DiVincenzo. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now Sexton. 23 points for him the last game against Phoenix.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Drew Holiday has been on display for Milwaukee. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say earlier.
Definitely getting to slow down a lot for me. I'm able to know where my team is going to be. I'm able to get to my spots, and I know my spots, and I don't score on accident no more. I score because I know, okay, I'm going to get to that spot, try to make a play for my teammate, or make a play for myself.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
We've got Allen. Garland is out there with Torian Prince. And it's Windler in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Connaughton's got his first bucket in this one. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Now, here's Garland. He has 5. Shot clock at 5. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside Holiday. With the floater. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Ooh, the soft floater from Chris Middleton guiding that one over the defense.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Garland, the pass to Osman. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Only given up 2 points this quarter. Allen against Holiday. To the inside. Takes it down to Middleton. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Middleton's got 7 points for the quarter.
Chris Middleton can make contributions by using his frame to be a good rebounder. Good effort there.
Here's Osman, defended by Middleton. Broke loose. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And that one's good from Connaughton.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Cavaliers shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Timeout called the Cavaliers. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
He's checked in for Jetty Osman. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Milwaukee. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Cavaliers. Not really any threat right now as their record's showing a lot more losses.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
Well, you hope that they realize that and they have some self-awareness, but can they win some games, carry some positive energy, maybe some momentum into the off-season with which to build on?
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now, here's Garland. They need this. Good D by Holiday.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Prince kicks to Okoro. Allen passes to Windler. Shot clock at 6. Now Garland. The 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
The kick out to Holiday. Outside Portis. No good on the triple. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting 31%. Not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. The pass to Garland. Okoro with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. No good that time. Great D that time for Middleton. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Timeout called Cleveland. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Here, McGee's checked in. And here are the best transition teams in the NBA. We're looking at the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The Bucks second.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Garland with it, guarded by Holiday. Goes up, rips down the breakaway slam.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Windler, the pass to McGee. There's the dish to Garland. Trying to end the drought. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Holiday. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Dotson's checked in for the Cavaliers. He's perfect from the line this time.
Pretty exciting, the potential of Darius Garland. If he finds an offense that he can operate in and continue to be efficient, he's a guy that's going to keep improving.
Now here's Middleton. 13 points in the game. That one falls.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Garland. Back to McGee. Dishes it to Garland. He kicks it to Okoro. Over Middleton. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
How about Drew? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
And here is Okoro. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Allen, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. With a shot block by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Now, here's Okoro. Basket counts. Okoro's got his first 2 points of the night. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Middleton on the wing. 15 points in the game. Outside Holiday. Shoots it. He can't get that one to fall. And Cleveland will come the other way. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. Garland, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Here's Okoro, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Okoro's got his second basket of the game. Outside Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Down low. Here's Connaughton. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Connaughton's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, here's Garland. He's tightly guarded. Holiday with the defensive effort.
Cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Dotson, guarded by Holiday. Garland with the bucket.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Pass to Connaughton. Giannis against Allen. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's sent back by Allen. Here's Garland. Milwaukee with the rebound. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Here's Garland. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And McGee kicks to Garland. Picked away. Here's Holiday. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Cavaliers shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Garland, the pass to Dotson. No good there. Great D that time from Portis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And a slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
Now, here's Garland, guarded by Holiday. Okoro, wide open, he fires. And a miss there on the triple.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Connaughton. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now, here's Garland, guarded by Holiday. Now, Garland. 9 points in the game so far, and McGee kicks to Dotson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Allen. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Allen's got his first points of the night.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. But they'll get another chance.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Bucks ahead, delivering the blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 22 points. And Shaq, you bestowed your Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo. What made him worthy of that distinction? And would you please, for the audience, say his last name?
Anyway.
Say the last name.
Antetokounmpo.
There you go again. Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
But even it's Antetokounmpo.
It's like a P.
Kumbo. Got it.
He can fly.
What about? Listen, he doesn't settle. He goes at you. He dominates inside. Antetokounmpo. I will say his name correctly from now on.
Wow, that was actually pretty good.
Antetokounmpo.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Antetokounmpo. 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 Got it.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side. My brother.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Cavaliers shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Buries it from three-point range.
Good to see Garland score the ball without dominating it.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Antetokounmpo's got 24 points.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Now, here's Sexton. Good, nice job down low. Sexton's got his third bucket of the night.
The closer Sexton gets to the basket, the more dangerous he can become, and the defense has got to recognize that.
Pass to Middleton. Back to Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Here's Prince, following the bucket by the Bucks. Passes it to Okoro. Here's Drummond, and no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Here's the lob, and Antetokounmpo throws down the alley-oop slam.
Signs of Antetokounmpo really figuring things out. His offense starting to look more and more natural.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well, but Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now, here's Okoro.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Middleton with it, guarded now by Prince. And the dunk by Lopez.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Sexton against DiVincenzo. And he comes up with the deuce.
Letting Sexton fall into that kind of rhythm, that's a disaster for the defense. They got to be better.
Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Sexton against DiVincenzo. Outside, Sexton. The pass to Drummond. Drummond is doubled. Now, here's Okoro. Rebounded by the Bucks. Holiday's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Sexton. Lopez with the ball. Guarded now by Okoro. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Pass to Garland. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Garland's got 14.
Now Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
To the middle. Here's DiVincenzo. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
The Cavaliers shooting is leaving some to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Floats one up, and the layup good by Sexton. He's got 10.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Here's Giannis, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That's attacking the rack. Antetokounmpo on the take and muscled his way in.
Pass to Okoro. Back to Sexton. Good D by Lopez. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It'll be just the 5th of this long 7-game road trip. Knocked away and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's Osman. Here's Windler. Hits the three-point bomb. Windler's got his first 3 points of the game.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He has 30. And the pass to Craig. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet, he's going to dunk just about anything.
Augustine against Sexton. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's DiVincenzo. And good that time. DiVincenzo's got 8 here in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now, here's Sexton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. TJ Augustine picks one up.
Sexton, not one of the bigger guards in the league, but he plays with a tremendous tenacity.
Free throw good, Sexton.
The Cavs really took a long look at Colin Sexton last year as a playmaker, and it seems like he's moving more and more into that role of being a microwave scorer.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Allen's checked in. And Sexton drops them both. And Brent, the numbers for Sexton back that up. He's a great scorer, as we know, but his assist totals are low.
And this is why I think, Kevin, there's a lot of consideration where Sexton might move naturally into that guy that comes off the bench and creates disruption with his offensive output. Feels like a lot of Lou Williams type of moments could be ahead for a player like Colin Sexton.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Osman, the pass to Sexton.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Craig. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
One shot.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Sexton. Lays it up off the glass. Sexton's got 14 points for the game.
And what a turnaround from the first half here in the second half.
Pass to DiVincenzo. At Giannis. Inside. Lopez. Good. And it's Giannis. Giannis has got his 4th assist in this one. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Sexton. An easy 2 points on the layup. Sexton's got 12 points in just the second half.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Here's DiVincenzo. And it's good, 2 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Cavaliers shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Milwaukee's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here is Augustine. Defended by Sexton. Here's Giannis. And that's going to be a treble. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers.
And for that game against Los Angeles, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
The shot by Sexton, no good. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Down low, here's Lopez, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Sexton against Augustine. Passes to Prince. Back to Sexton. 4 on the shot clock. Prince trying to free himself up. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 18 points in the game.
Sexton continuing to try to expand his game, and in this one, looking very comfortable.
Sexton against Augustine. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter of the game. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's foul number 2 for him. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here is Augustine. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
They like to use Giannis in the pick-and-roll situations. He's getting better at understanding how to set the screens. For the rolling target, boy, he's a good one.
And there's the pass to Allen. Sexton against Augustine. Allen kicks to Prince. 5 on the clock. Here's Osman. No good from outside. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint. And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
What's up?
Now we can talk about it over and over again. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
And slam dunk by Allen.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Count it.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 18. Three-pointer. That shot is off. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Bucks ahead, running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Colin Sexton, and it's Wade in at the force line. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Augustine. Wade with the block. Sexton with it. Dotson in the corner. Back to Sexton. Here's Dotson. Outside, Sexton. Back to Dotson. The tray. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 4 assists now tonight.
It's kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Now here is Augustine. Pass to Craig. This one for 3. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. And here are the Cavaliers. Here's Stevens. Off target from three-point range. Milwaukee's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Pass to Craig. Takes the 3. And it's Wade with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. High arcing shot. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Here's Dotson. And he lays it straight in.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Now here is Augustine. Outside Portis. Pass to Augustine. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Tries again. No good that time. Excellent D that time there from McGee. To the inside. Wade passes to Dotson. Fires the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Dotson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Here's Portis. Back to Augustine. Their offense, stone cold. Another miss there. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now, here's Sexton. He feeds it to McGee. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Sexton against Augustine. He dishes it to Forbes. Shoots. There's Portis. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Cleveland.
Sexton finds Wade. Here's Dotson, defended by Portis. Good. Dotson's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Portis trying to free himself. Augustine, that's good.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
To the paint. Here's Dotson. Another shot. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Craig, and a wide open look for Portis. They get it back, and the shot goes in.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
Here's Dotson. There's the pass to McGee, and Sexton has it in the corner. He gets that one.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Here's Lopez, following the basket by Colin Sexton. Here's Stephens. The dish now to Sexton. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Sexton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Again, more and more of these pick and rolls help Sexton settle into the pace of play.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Wade. Now Cleveland moving it up. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Wilson's checked in. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Inside, Portis taps in. Augustine with the assist.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Dotson. With the teardrop. Here's Wade, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Bolden's checked in. And then for Milwaukee, Antetokounmpo comes in for Bobby Portis. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Torrey Craig. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Augustine looking around. Six to shoot, and Connaughton has it in the corner. A 3-pointer off the mark.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Dotson. Pass to Wade. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 6 assists in the game. The Bucks shooting in the 4th quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. And here's Wilson. Back to Augustine. That one, no good. Nice D from Sexton.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Pass to Bolden. It's good. Holden's got his first points of the game.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Here's Connaughton. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Stephens. Back to Sexton. Another three for Cleveland.
Looking better and better from that range is Colin Sexton.
Bucks shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. Here's Forbes. And that time, also a missed shot. Cleveland's gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Stevens, the pass away. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Stephens can't get it to go. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Here's Connaughton. Kicks it to Augustine. Clock at 6. Wilson inside. Wade is covering. That one drops for him.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
And he makes that one. Sexton's got 27. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Forbes. 6 on the shot clock. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
The pass to Dotson. Outside, Sexton. Another three for Cleveland.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And here's Augustine following Colin Sexton's three. Antetokounmpo kicks to Augustine. A putback. It's good on the putback.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bucks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Now, here's Sexton. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bolden can't get it to go. And it's the Bucks ball, and they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Pass to Forbes, top of the key. Dotson with the rebound.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
For the greatest at Staples Center, the closest thing to MJ, and no, I ain't talking Thriller. It ain't an iron team, but me in it, please remember Ben. Ever since a young boy, I've been getting buckets. Ever since a young boy, I've been getting buckets. Pull it back, Kobe. Pull it back, Kobe. Swish. I don't even gotta look, I take the shot in here. Swish. I don't even touch the rim when I pull up, it's just swish. Backboard wet, only thing I know is swish. Pull it back, Kobe.
Shot clock and it's getting late. Crossover, then hesitate, escape.
If not more than the day before. Let's channel that true underdog spirit, that belief in ourselves, that no matter what the odds are, what everyone else is saying, we will get the change we're all fighting for. To all my fellow underdogs out there, I want you to know I'm with you. I support you. I believe in you. Keep believing in yourself. Keep fighting for what you want. Never give up hope. Sincerely, Trae Young.
The Jazz couldn't have looked more confident as when they arrived at the arena earlier on. Alan sent it down.
Kevin, thank you very much. We know Rudy Gobert is ultra competitive, but he knows it's not about winning his individual matchup. He said, it's a 5-on-5 game, a team concept. That's always been my mindset. Obviously, I take pride in being the best defensive player in this league, but I play to win. That's my focus. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. And they always say great offense beats great defense, but let's give those elite defenders their due. Shaq, who stands out as the best defensive players in your mind in the league right now?
Well, I got three names. First, since I'm a big guy, let's go with the big guys. Rudy Gobert, a.k.a. the Stifle Tower. See, that's his bread and butter when you talk about defense. Then you got to go to Kawhi Leonard, always going to be on that list. And I got to throw in Jimmy Butler. He never backs down from anyone.
Can you make that noise one Is that like a bird or something like that?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You have the job. I like that.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Rudy Gobert is out there with O'Neal. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. And for the Heat, Butler and Olynyk, the forward duo. Hero out there with Robinson. And it's Adebayo in at the center, filling out the middle. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo kicks to Robinson. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Butler on the way. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Bogdanovich. That one wide left. Outside Conley. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Second chance shot, and Gobert with the lay-in.
I'll tell you, you cannot give Rudy Gobert an inch of space when he's working the glass. This guy excels at using his reach.
Passes it to Butler. High post shot. A rebound by the Jazz. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And I love the way they just came right out at them in that game, determined to attack the rim.
You know, typically when you go that hard to the rack, you can make a living at the charity stripe, and that's exactly what happened.
Pass to Hero. Mitchell against Robinson. Now the pass to Butler. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field. And Jack, you played an incredible 19 NBA seasons. When you think about the most passionate and most impressive fan base around the league, who stands out?
Well, listen, New York, Boston fans, their passion, their knowledge. Golden State has loyalty through the years of losing. And then you got to go with LA. You know, they got the gigantic fan base, all the superstars that come, Denzel, Jack Nicholson, Adam Sandler.
What about Portland, like a mid-sized market like Portland, where it's the only game in town?
I never really paid attention to Portland because Portland was a dangerous team. We really had to concentrate. So I wasn't focusing on who was in the stands.
I like that. I like that.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, Mitchell doesn't waste time. He sees a chance to finish with authority and doesn't pass it up.
Here's Hero. He had 15 points last out and stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Conley. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the deep think twice about getting physical with him.
The Heat shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And Adebayo, no good on that one. Jazz leading by 5. Mitchell left side. Baseline jumper, and Utah again with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball. And Shaq, you were able to do what many players dream of, which is represent the U.S. on an international level. When you reflect on your time with USA Basketball, what seems out?
First of all, I should have been on that 92 team, but that's a different story.
Didn't they take Christian Lake?
Yeah, they took Christian Lake, yeah. But I won a FIBA World Gold in 94. It's a great experience. However, I should have been on the 92 team. Should have been on the 92 team.
There's no doubt.
Should have been on the 92 team.
Which team?
92.
Yeah, you should have been
92.
Yeah, 92.
I'm dreaming of 92.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
92. Down low, here's Olynyk. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, Olynyk, such a deft touch on the interior. Keeps the ball high. The defense has no chance.
And stolen by Butler.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
A floater. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Outside, Bogdanovich. Mitchell outside. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat trail by 6. To the inside, Olynyk. The rebound by the Jazz. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds in this game. Conley against Olynyk. Now here's Conley. Guarded close. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Here's Hero. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Now here's Conley. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Gobert dishes to Bogdanovich. Robinson against Mitchell. Over in the corner, Conley. Just 5 on the clock. All alone. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Shaq, when you look back at your career, was there a specific piece of advice you got from another player that really resonated with you?
Michael Jordan told me before you succeed in this first line, because early on in my career, we were just getting swept. You know, Kevin, you played a lot of games where it was 4 and out.
What did Jordan tell you that on the floor and the locker room after a game? Like, what was the circumstance?
After they swept us.
After they swept
Game
you.
6.
On the floor?
Sorry.
On the floor?
On the floor, yes. He grabbed him on the shoulder and said, before you succeed, you must first learn to fail. And I was like, what does that mean? Until the big Aristotle went home and analyzed it with a magnifying glass.
Oh, that's what that means.
Before you succeeded, you must first learn it to fail it.
Checking out the stats for Rudy Gobert. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 13 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Outside, Butler unloads. That shot off. And it's Utah the other way. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their two meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
Hero passes to Butler. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Gobert with the block.
This is Gobert's specialty. Twice on the pipes from the Stifle Tower.
Conley's shot is off.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's Butler, and they double up and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Jack, you always play with a lot of passion. Is it possible to play with so much fire that gets the best out of you? And if so, who in the league sometimes crosses that line and has too much of whatever that is inside that drives your passion?
You know, Greg, when we were playing, there's only one guy, Kevin Garnett. Now, in this era, you got to go with Russell Westbrook, Draymond Green, and Kyrie Irving.
Here's Hero. Covered by Mitchell. Goes back up. Hero, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Swiped it away. In transition, here comes Miami. That's a two from Butler, and he gets it to go from the corner. Butler's got 6.
Listen, no hesitation from Butler right there. You got to appreciate how assertive he is.
Mitchell passes to O'Neal. Robinson against Mitchell. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 8.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Here's Hero. This is it to Adebayo. Inside. It's Butler that time on the assist by Adebayo.
I think Butler has perfected the ability to hit contested shots. Defender has to close quicker.
To the paint, here's Mitchell. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Making a switch here. Dragic has checked in. And a switcher also for Utah. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Dragic against Conley. And Adebayo throws it down. And Shaq, everyone knows you produced immediately when you came in the NBA, winning Rookie of the Year. So, did you ever have a welcome to the NBA moment that you recall?
Actually, but it wasn't in the NBA. The year before, we played against the greatest college team ever assembled, the UNLV Rebels. Greg Anthony, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, the team. We weren't supposed to win that game, but we won that game. And you know it's all about confidence. Listen, everybody can play, but the guys that have more confidence are the guys that can go out there and do it. We won that game.
I had forgotten how great names on that UNLV team.
So I was saying to myself, look, we can beat Larry Johnson, those guys. I can play with anybody in the NBA. So when I came in the NBA, I was just
confident.
Yeah, I was just really confident. But to answer your question, David Robinson and Patrick Ewing taught me that I wasn't really that good yet.
Really?
Oh yeah, went to work on me.
I tell you what, though, boy, it was hard to play at LSU. It's hard to win 5 against 8.
Take a break.
Back to you, Ernie.
The first one falls.
Boy, you have to admire Donovan Mitchell. This guy is capable of playing either guard position, and he plays with so much passion and energy, guys. It's infectious.
Achua, he's checked in for Olynyk. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. It's a 10-point game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
And the basket by Ingles.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And on the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Achua, the pass to Butler. Shot clock at 6.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pass to Ingles. 54 seconds left to play in the first. Conley feeling it out. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Jazz have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
What's up? That's good from O'Neal. Now Dragic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Hero. Covered by Mitchell. Hero passes to Dragic. Drains it from beyond the arc.
A legitimate threat from beyond the arc. Dragic with no hesitation.
Mitchell outside. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Pulls up. Here's O'Neal. And he makes good on the layup. O'Neal's got 11 points.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about his teammates.
These guys work so hard, and they're young, and they're professional with it, that you're planting that seed early, so they can only get better, and they're learning, and they're gaining confidence because they're playing so well. So with me being here with these guys, we're special.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Jazz, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Jimmy Butler is out there with Achua. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Dragic, and it's Hero in the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Dragic gets the bucket.
See, there's a little throwback to Dragic's game, working that mid-range area.
Jazz leading by 12. So much love for the perimeter offense these days. But Shaq, for your money, who are some of the best back-to-the-basket players that are in the NBA right now?
The list is short, but it's still a very impressive list. Joel Embiid, LaMarcus Aldridge, Anthony the Brown Davis.
Can't argue with any of those guys.
No, not at all.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Miami. Down at 10th in the early going, looking to make a move up in the standings.
And right now for Miami, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
I do think they're capable of more than what they've given so far. If this coaching staff gets them right on track, and once they get a few more games under their belt, the wins will start to come.
Utah shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for.
See, I have so much appreciation for the way Rudy Gobert plays the game. This guy takes smart shots on the offensive end. He uses that reach to perfection on the defensive end. He is a defense unto himself.
And Miami making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. He's off on the second. The Heat trail by 15. Butler passes to Dragic. Here's Hero. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Butler. Second chance effort. There's the pass to Achua. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Now here's Conley. He's guarded closer. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Conley's got 6. And with the teams nowadays going up tempo, Shaq, some big men are trying to slim down to keep pace. You were playing right now. Would that be you? Would you follow that?
No, I'd still be a super heavyweight. Barbecue chicken alert. That'll be my strict diet. Any little post that wants to shoot jumpers and play me, I'm going to eat them for lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and snacks.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. Clarkson kicks to Ingles. Dragic against Conley. Clarkson with the second effort. Gobert can't hit. The Heat trail by 19. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Iguodala. To halt the run, O'Neal with the defensive effort.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
They grab their own miss and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, the defense, no time to react on the Rudy Gobert throwdown.
Iguodala, the pass to Achua. Outside Butler. Looking to get back on track here, and the officials call a traveling violation. All right, a chance to check out stats for Donovan Mitchell.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And that one drops. 8 points for Mike Conley.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Timeout called, the Heat.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Different look for Miami. Reese Harkless comes in for Butler. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Hero. And a switcher also for Utah. Favors is checked in. Outside Dragic. Kicks it to Harkless. Passes it to Nunn. Outside Dragic. To end the drought. A rebound by the Jams.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Now, here's Clarkson. Not a lot of room. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Harkless with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Goran Dragic. He's around 14 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. And here's Clarkson. He had 13 points in the win against Boston.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Pass to Nunn. Stolen by Michael Conley. And now Conley running the floor all by himself. Drops in the breakaway layup. Conley's got 8 points in the quarter. Here's Iguodala. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The pass to Nunn. Five on the clock. to end the run. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
The three. They get it again.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Pass to Achua. Nunn against Clarkson. Nunn kicks to Harkless.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Houston Rockets. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
First free throw is good.
Here's a guy in Joe Ingles who truly is an example of the right fit, the right organization makes all the difference in your career. Joe Ingles is a smart, tough, capable basketball player on both ends of the floor, and he just needed the right place to show that.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Clarkson against Nunn. 6 to shoot. Now here's Harkless. Ingles covering. The shot by Harkless, no good. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Over Robinson. Here's Favors. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass.
Nunn passes to Robinson. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Ingles with the ball. A 24-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
Nunn kicks to Harkless. And let's run down for you the top 3-point shooting point guards in the league this season. Fourth, Michael Conley.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters.
You know, and having that element of long-range shooting ability makes them a tough puzzle for defenders to solve. You know, it's an invaluable asset for a point guard, and these players have it in a big-time way.
And he makes the first. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Utah also making some changes. Bogdanovich comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Mike Conley. Harkless hits them both. Here's Clarkson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Passes it to Favors. Fires from deep. You can't hit that time. And it's Miami the other way.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Right wing. Nunn wide open. And again, it's the Heat missing. On offense, here are the Jazz. It's a 21-2 run, totally rolling here. Ingles passes to Favors. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. And it's 6 points for Derek Favors.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Here's Nunn. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now, here's Clarkson. Mitchell kicks to Clarkson. Hits it from three-point range. Clarkson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Adebayo finds Robinson. Iguodala outside, and they call an illegal screen here.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Adebayo. 11th in field goal percentage, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado, and more often than not, he prevails. Back to Clarkson. The putback. No good that time. Well, he go the other way with it. Over in the corner, Harkless. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harkless has got 4 points this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Mitchell dishes to Clarkson. Pulls it from 20. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Clarkson's got 5 points so far. Miami's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And we want to thank the big Aristotle for joining us here. Dropping knowledge as always. I'm telling you what, Jack, you make our broadcast better.
I want to say I appreciate that, Kevin, especially coming from you anytime, any place. You know where I am, brother. Just call me if you need me.
Are you going to be performing any ballet, the big Barishnikov?
Nah.
Are we giving that up?
Nah, my toes are not feeling too well.
You know, Greg, there are good players, and there are great players, and there are superstars. And then there's Shaq.
Yeah, I mean, he once said he'd like to be known as the big Aristotle. Because Aristotle said, excellence is not a singular act, it's a habit. You are what you repeatedly do. Well, Shaq's lived by that on and off the court.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Robinson passes to Harkless. Loads it up for Adebayo. An emphatic LU jam.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Mitchell against Iguodala. The drive by Mitchell makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's Utah with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder, Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And now back in the fold after his in-game analysis, which can be described only as ripping the one and only Shaquille O'Neal.
Wait, before you do that, how'd it go down?
You know, it's fine, but nothing can replace being here with you guys. You hear this right here? That's that money talking. Yo, you know I did. No, I did. Don't tell nobody.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Mitchell and Bogdanovich, they're the wings. O'Neal is out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the one spot. Yep, that one goes in there. Butler's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Heat.
Well, Butler needs a lot of defensive attention when he's in the mid-range. You've got to have a body on him.
Bogdanovich looking around, and Gobert kicks to O'Neal. But they recover it.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Well, with that frame and rugged mentality, there is never a moment where Jimmy Butler will shy away from contact.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Shooting two.
That one is off.
Well, what you love about Jimmy Butler to me is he can carry an offense. He can also affect the game with his high-level defense. That is the rarest of rare combinations.
Good on the second free throw. The Jazz shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass three. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Hero. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Well, Donovan Mitchell's wingspan is effective when it comes to swatting away the basketball and getting steals for his team.
Here's Hero. The pass to Olynyk. Bogdanovich against Butler. And yep, that one goes. Butler's got 13 points.
Boy, Butler took a pretty good hit there, but has the strength and the coordination to finish it. That's pretty.
Conley against Robinson. Conley into the lane. And there it is for him. 14 points for him.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Outside Butler. Good ball movement here by Miami. Three-pointer. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Mitchell. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
Here's Mitchell. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Butler. The rebound by the Jazz. O'Neal's got 11 rebounds in the game. The shot's good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
He'd have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Hero passes to Butler. That shot misses. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
The Jazz have shot 6 of 7 at the line. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Mitchell outside. Here's the floater. Conley's shot is up.
Yeah, that was $1 million crossover to free him up, but that finish, I'd give him 50 cents.
Butler passes to Hero. Now, here's Adebayo. Over Conley. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 4 points now in the quarter. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. They start a long road journey there. That'll be the first of a 7-game road trip.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass from Jimmy Butler, and you've got to have special vision to make it.
O'Neal passes to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now, Adebayo. He's got 16. Hero, no good. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Conley's got 16.
Mike Conley out in transition on the break, eager to help his team convert. Nicely done.
Outside Robinson. Butler feeling out of it. To the inside. Outside Robinson. 4 on the clock. Beyond the arc. And it's Butler missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovic, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Outside Butler. Pass to Robinson. Adebayo down low. Gobert on him. Now here's Butler. He's covered by Bogdanovic. Conley against Robinson. Right side, Conley. And that one, good. Conley's got 6 here in this quarter.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard. There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And here is Conley. 18 points for him. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, we've come to expect this from Mike Conley, putting the pass on time and on target.
Here's Hero, covered by Conley, and Robinson wide open. He shoots. That three off the mark. And here are the Jazz now. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Here's Hero. He's got 7. He dishes it to Robinson. Pocket 6, and it's Adebayo in the corner. And the three off target. Utah has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. It's good. Mitchell's got 11 in the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hero passes to Robinson. Now the dish to Butler. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He lays it in. Butler's got 7 now in this quarter.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight coverage.
They double-team Conley. Can't get it to fall. For Miami, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Here's Butler. Makes it off the glass. Butler's got 17 now.
But Jimmy Butler is a gifted offensive player. On that particular instance, a nice interior score.
Mitchell passes to Conley. Now Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Utah. Down low. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Gobert. 20 points for Conley.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Hero passes to Butler. Outside Robinson. Inside Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
You can hear the impact that dunk just had on this arena. Butler making his presence felt.
Bogdanovich against Butler. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
It's tipped. Shot's good by Hero. He's got 9.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Mitchell outside. The step back jumper is good. Mitchell's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Miami's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Pass to Hero. Back to Butler. From the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Butler's got 22 points.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Bogdanovich with it. Now defended by Adebayo. The offensive rebound. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Mitchell. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
There's a tenacity to Donovan Mitchell. Even with physical defense, this guy just finds a way to convert.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Achua comes in for Olynyk, and it's Dragic in for Robinson. Utah also making some changes. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Bogdanovich. Free throw dropped for Mitchell. Miami's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Outside Butler. 56 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Achua. And that one goes long.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Mitchell's shot is good. 32 points for Donovan Mitchell.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
And there's the pass to Achua. Here's Hero. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Conley up top. He's guarded by Dragic. Scooped up. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Kendrick Nunn, Iguodala out there with Mo Harkless. Then there's Achua, and it's Dragic in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Pass to Favors. Miami grabs the miss. Achua's got 6 rebounds in the game. Takes it out to Iguodala. Harkless the pass to Iguodala. To the paint. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Favors surveying the floor. Passes to Niang. 6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names. Headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But
yes,
when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view. You've gotten a front court view. You've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
And the Jazz making a change here. Hughes is checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Nunn against Clarkson. The second effort. And the layup good by Nunn. Nunn's got 4 points this quarter.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Niang passes to Clarkson. Looking to end his cold spell. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
Rockets the pass to Achua. And here's Nunn. He's covered by Clarkson. Pass to Nunn. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Here's Harrison. Outside Favors. And the pass to Niang. Back to Favors. Releases. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Dragic kicks to none. And that's going to be too many steps. That's the whistle on the travel. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Hughes, the pass to Harrison. Here's Niang. Pass to Hughes. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. The shot by Harrison, no good. And Nunn has got the ball here for the Miami Heat. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. The dunk by Achua.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Harrison passes to Favors. He kicks it to Clarkson. His 3-pointers off the mark. He'd have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Iguodala. He goes up again, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
And Utah making a change here. Morgan's checked in.
One shot.
And with the frequency of 3-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on 3-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that 3 is going to be vital.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
And Goran Dragic drops them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Harrison passes to Favors. Here's Niang. Plays it up and banks it in.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
For Miami, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. There's the triple. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Harrison. To the middle. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Harrison's got his first points in this one.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Pass to Dragic. And here is Achua. Great D that time from Favors. Hughes against Nunn. Hughes with it. Here's Morgan. Shoots. Again, the Jazz score. And Miami shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Dragic kicks to Nunn. Banked in off the glass. Nunn's got 8 points in the quarter.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Harrison passes to Favors. Here's Niang. He's covered by Iguodala. Pass to Morgan. Here's Niang. Shoots over Dragic. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. The pass to Harkless. They get a hand on it. Here's Niang. The shot by Harrison, no good. That's the Heat on the break. Dragic with a wide open look. Misses the 3. And it's Harrison with the ball for Utah. Here's Hughes. From outside, off the mark. Now here's Harkless. He's covered closely. Utah's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Hughes. Off on the layup. The Heat have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Harkless finds Dragic. Second shot opportunity. Shot's good by Iguodala.
Boy, don't you love to watch Andre Iguodala throw himself into the dirty work, gets to the offensive glass, keeps a play alive. Beautiful.
Here's Harrison out to the right wing. Pass to Hughes. Another shot. And Favors finishes it off.
Well, you love to see Derek Favors get these high-quality looks on the interior. How incredibly patient is this guy down on the block?
Here's Nunn. The rebound by Hughes.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Passes it to Favors. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Dragic against Favors. Here's Achua. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Achua.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And Utah making a change here. Oni's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Utah has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Favors kicks to Harrison. Yes, that goes in. Harrison's got 4 points in the quarter. Heat have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Done with it. Favors picks him up. Here's Leonard. Here's Achua. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Achua's got 9 points here in the second half. It's been all Jazz. Here's Harrison. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Akpala, the pass to Leonard. It's tipped and stolen by Favors. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
The Heat making a switch here. Silva's checked in. The Heat shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. To the inside. Oh, that was something else.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
One shot.
Here's Harrison. .157 left in the fourth quarter. That free throw good from Harrison. Both shots good from the stripe. There's 1:54 left in the game. Pass to Silva. Now here's Harkless. Shot clock at 6. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Utah Jazz.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Utah.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Donovan Mitchell.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
To the paint, here's Favors. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Well, they knew it would be a
hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Leonard, no luck. It's been all Jazz. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Oni. And no good that time. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Rudy, another strong performance from you guys. How good is this team playing right now?
We're playing great. It's all about our defense. When you play defense, when you focus, you communicate, and after we get this stuff on the offensive end.
Rudy, a great win. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.